other people like once a week max, if even
Other
that.
people. Overrated.
Being with friends? Ah,
Unheard of.
oh,
Not an integral part of happy life at all.
no, not when there's Dungeons and Dragons. The saddest part is that you're all here for him.
No, true.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
But c'est la vie. Let's get the recap done. So, last week on the Order of the Swan, you returned to the place that had burned down the previous evening, all the while catching up with someone that had been absent or at least absent-minded for the past week. You are able to follow the trail, or the scent trail of the Hulejing to an alley, where after bribing a homeless man, you are able to find a crystal. Well, Miss Livia took Fleur and their familiars over to identify this crystal. Dehun, Gorza, and
Are we counting Silvar as one of Flur's familiars? Because that's what it sounded like.
Dehun, Gorza, and Wolfbon went to see if they could find a temple, which they found the only one in Snakiv. However, this disappointing realization, decided to go catch up with the rest of your party. While all this was going on, it was revealed that Harmony was indeed Fleur's daughter from the future. You also had a Rakshasa artificer take a look at the crystal and have it identified. Thereupon you found out that it was essentially a mobile base, or a mobile tower of sorts. With this in mind, Miss Olivia started an application to get the Chains of Heaven. Y'all dug a hole in the ground. Your plan didn't exactly come to fruition as the Hulejing spotted your trap, and Miss Olivia had the IKEA instructions for the Chains of Heaven sideways. Not that she knows that yet.
Wonderful.
And the Hulejing disappeared. Following Daeron's initiative, you all jumped inside the doorway that had appeared into the crystal, whereupon the doors closed behind you. And so, Order of the Swan, you currently find yourselves in a moderately sized room, at least from wall to wall. It's rather kind of keyhole shaped, where the door that you came from is kind of the bottom of the keyhole, and what's in front of you is the circular section. And as you step towards the circular section, you can look about 50 feet up before you see a ceiling. And columns line the walls.
Dehun will investigate
poorly.
Well, half the floor is in the circular section, I guess the more tower-like section of the floor. Well, the floor in the more tower-like section, half of it is white, half of it is black.
Are they in like a pattern, or is it just half white, half black?
There is a pattern, though from your level you can't quite see it. Well, or at least with that investigation you can't quite notice the pattern.
Look at the floor. It's black and white. I wonder if this means something.
Loud, obnoxious shouting in ancient Sumerian to a lion cub. Before looking up, is like, wow, I can't believe she's racist. And then more loud, obnoxious Sumerian shouting.
Wonderful.
I wonder if this is symbolizing the morality of
I
humanity.
highly doubt it with this creature.
Black and white. I don't think so. That doesn't make a ton of sense.
Liv will just sigh at Daehoon interrupting her heated debate with a lion cub and look at the fucking floor properly.
Alright, roll investigation.
Cool. She will sort of nudge Sharo with like the top of her foot to have him help out.
Wow. Okay. Miss Livia, because of your time on Earth, and specifically modern day Earth, you recognize the pattern to be that of the Taiji too, or as we Westerners more commonly know it, the yin and yang symbol.
Liv goes back to reading the instructions. You hear the rustling of papers as she's finally flipping them right side up. Oh, yeah, no, she's a Taoist.
She's a what now?
Oh, right. Silvarowski, explain for them.
Silvar is not present.
Well, I guess we're here for a person, so Daehoon will look around for the person.
I mean, the person obviously left. We just kind of hopped
Is
into
there a
the
sheep in the room?
No.
Oh, right. Oh, I know where it
Daehoon's
is.
gonna go and just kick most of the white area just to make sure there isn't something hidden there, like a sheep. Just making sure. I mean, this floor is weird.
Now, Miss Olivia, you also notice these two symbols, well, sets of symbols, right where the black dot and white dot would be.
Cool. Sharowski, analysis. Shara just looks up, kind of dumbfounded, not knowing Chinese.
Let's see. Daehoon will. I don't know how well does Daehoon get to kick all of the surface of the white area?
That Daehoon wants to destroy.
No, I think eventually you're going to kick every possible white tile.
Well,
does that?
It's pretty smooth, though. As smooth as you can get with tiling.
Cool. In doing so, does he eventually see the symbols?
Yes.
going to kick the black one, presumably that is in the white tile area.
So for clarity,
You're just kicking everything you can in the hopes of causing.
Okay. I am kicking that.
A very Daehoon thing to do. Just kick random stuff and see what happens.
Seems to be the best way of activating every trap in the place, but yeah, sure.
it does nothing.
Fine.
Hmm.
Is Fleur in here?
Yes, both Fleur and Harmony are in.
Cool.
What does this do? What does this mean?
Liv will fly down to Fleur and be like, "Hey, sweetheart, you can read this language, right?"
Yes.
Okay, so I've come to the conclusion she's Taoist, but like, what the fuck do these symbols mean?
Well, the one in the white. I try to recall what I just looked up.
Up and down.
Yes, actually, it is up and down.
Nice.
Wang Xia is in the white, that is upward or up, and Wang Xia in the black is down.
Wait. Say those two things again. They sounded exactly the same.
Okay. Okay, so
If you don't actually want to say them again, please don't.
no, it's fine. I've taken Chinese. Right, I took it last year, so it's just a matter of putting the stuff back into my dictionary. Yeah, so it is Wang Shang and Wang Xia.
Oh,
Wang Cheng and Wen Xia.
right.
Wonderful.
Liv
So,
will look
like-
around and Liv will look back up from her instructions. She's actually making some sort of headway now that she has them right side up. And look around to see if there's stairs.
There aren't any stairs.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, Daehoon.
Great.
what? And he's gonna be bending down to lick the thing.
Stop that! Stop that! Don't put things in your mouth
What?
if you don't know where they've been.
What?
Up, stand up, up.
But
stand.
look,
stand.
water is a very good activator of some magic. I'm just testing it out.
It's also a wonderful place to store poisons.
Why would you
Yeah.
put poison on the floor? That's stupid. You put it in drinks.
For
Like
people
water.
who are stupid enough to lick it.
Frankly speaking, I wouldn't actually put it past the fox lady.
It's
Plus,
fine.
you could just put a paralyzing agent on the floor, punch someone real
Wait,
hard,
alright,
cause
wait,
some cuts, and then slam him into the
Look,
ground.
look,
He'll
look.
enter that area.
Okay, fine. Gorza, sweetheart,
Causes great confusion.
Yes, ma'am.
you did get what Fleur just said, right?
I think she said that the white means up and the black one means down.
Yes, but you got what she said in the original language, correct?
The names of the characters.
Yeah. So could you stand over the white one, please, and say
Okay.
the corresponding character name to me quickly?
Are you trying to use this like a bloody ladder? A magical ladder of sorts?
Let's just see.
That's smart. Daehoon's gonna
Okay.
stand next to her just in case.
Ursa walks over to the white symbol and asks, so you want me to just say the name of the character?
Please.
Okay. Wang Shang.
And are you just thinking about the pronunciation, or are you thinking about a direction?
Direction.
Right. Okay, what direction are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of up.
You start to rise upward.
Well, that's nice.
Oh
Okay, okay.
gosh. Okay. All right.
Well, that confirms my hypothesis.
Slowly
You're doing great,
floating up.
Gorza. Well, to be fair, I initially thought she was going to get like Thanos snapped and just appear on a higher level, but that works too.
That would have been cooler if she got
Right,
just
none of you know
random
who Thanos
screens.
is.
No.
Yeah, I'll have to explain.
Yeah, this
it
Thanos.
Effectively speaking, I was expecting you to get obliterated in a blast of light and then just end up appearing on the second floor.
So would you
Has
still
the
be
same outcome.
alive once obliterated and reassembled?
Well, yes, it's effectively a teleportation spell.
Alright. So Gorza. Let me
I'm back.
yeah. So for the effect of this, you think of a direction and you go in that direction.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, you take the time to test it out. That's what you notice.
So it's like flight stuff or whatever?
Is there anything under it?
How about you test that out?
Wait,
I'm
Daehun.
on the thing. What am I supposed to do?
No, Daehun, move over to the black one. Say the name of the character.
Wait, stop. Are we still flying?
Gorza's the only one that's mysteriously flying.
Yeah,
Liv presumably has her broom out.
Yes.
Okay, Daehun is going to look where the white one was. Is there anything there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Great. Daehun, can you walk over to the black one for me and think of the down direction and say the character?
The character.
Well, the character's name while thinking in the direction down.
The character's name.
Yeah, the name of the character on the floor in the black section of this yin and yang.
What is yin and yang? Yang.
Just stand on the character in the black section of the floor, think of the direction down, and say the goddamn name of the character.
What is its name?
Wang Xia.
All right, he's gonna just stomp over there, stand on the character. Huang Xia.
And are you
think aggressively downwards, not like a nice downwards, like really fast.
Daehun ghosts through the floor.
Sick.
Oh god. Oh no.
Liv flips the page. Finally, peace and quiet.
All right, what does Daehun see?
Is another room very similar to this one. But looking around, it's a small space. Almost looks like a basement or a cellar of sorts. One thing that you do notice is that looks like there is a piece of parchment on a desk-looking set of furniture.
Desk. All right, so Daehun's gonna pick up the piece of paper, and just a second.
I think Wolfbond's gonna try and follow him. She's gonna stand in the figure and bark at what was it, Wang Jia and Wolf.
And dire wolf Chinese.
Yes. He's gonna try that.
Yeah, you go through the floor.
Wonderful. Then he's gonna stand at the white character and bark up in normal. Well,
normal for a dog, and yeah, you do rise up.
Cool. And he's just gonna bark down and go back down to now that he knows knows he doesn't have to do Chinese characters. So that's all he cared about there.
I just like to imagine we just see Wolfon rise up to the ceiling, then walk back over to the block and then bark and go back down. Just take a loop.
Miss Olivia and Gorza. Harmony looks like she has a bit of a thoughtful expression on her face. Walks over. Oh, sheesh. Jet walks over to the symbol. Without even saying anything, just rises up. You don't have to say, you just have to think it.
Sorry, who says that?
Harmony.
Harmony.
Harmony,
Yeah, well, that's
why? Wait, I'm sorry, why do you know that?
but she's currently floating.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I want to look around and see if there's anything I can float onto, or if I'm just floating with no direction.
Well, you're floating in as much direction as you have thought. But, no, apart from the tower-esque appearance, there isn't really anything to go to other than the ceiling. And I'm pretty sure that hits the table. I really don't want to take the time to go look for wood stats.
That's alright. Do I smash it though?
Yes.
I think it's
Sick.
smashed.
Alright, he will say... He will bark as he saw Sturban doing, because I'm not sure if that actually activated, or, like, how it works. Anyway, he'll show back up with a piece of paper.
Turban's just gonna shake his head and then follow.
Actually said something gravely offensive to Sturban.
Said
Nah.
it wrong.
That was the pluperfect case.
Alright, well, I have a piece of paper. He's going to try to read it.
You take a look at it, and none of the characters are ones that you recognize. They're very similar to the ones on the floor. However, you can't read it, though they appear to be connected by lines.
Hey, Fleur.
Yes?
I got a paper for you. Here.
Alright, Fleur will take the piece of paper from you, and Harmony will kind of land right next to her. And, Harmony was going to say, "Wow, Tian, that's a treasure room."
Okay, if it was the treasure room, is it bad that I smashed a table?
Oh, no, it's not connected to this room, I don't think.
Awesome.
Is Gorsa still floating?
Yes. Well, unless she thought her way down.
Liv is going to fly up on the broom and try and grab her.
Sorry, I just figured I could, look for somewhere to go up here. I mean, we can float. Might as well take advantage of it.
Hey, go through the ceiling.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you go through the ceiling. And you find yourselves in a cylindrical room. Though you notice, like, there are 2 or 3 landings that, landings, air quotes, but 2 or 3 levels that have doors connected to them, or on the walls.
Oh, wonderful. Can they hear me if I shout through the wall?
No.
Starbound's just gonna bark up and think up while just standing in wherever he's standing right now.
Let's see. There's
Not
there's a couple of guest rooms, a kitchen, and a dining room. Study, bedroom, and a dread room?
Dread room.
Bedroom.
Oh, wait.
Sounds mildly threatening.
Very
What was
important
wonderful?
question regarding Cerebon floating. Does he float?
Yes. Wolfbond does indeed float.
Then there's probably a small issue there, because to actually think about flying, Liv does think of the direction she goes in.
Yeah, Liv, you're just not meant to fly. It's, well, for one, it's like your broom is moving forward, but you're also moving forward in comparison to the broom.
No, this is awkward. This is entirely awkward.
All right, wait. Daeun's gonna try to float upside down on the ceiling.
Well, yes, that is. Floating upside down is indeed possible, though when you get to the ceiling, your feet go right through it.
All right, Daeun is going to try to experiment and put his head where the ceiling is and see what the floor/ceiling looks like.
It's one way of doing things, I guess.
Oh god, we're gonna hear the Minecraft hurt noise as he starts
No.
No. It's very much like having your head put halfway through water in a pool or the ocean.
Huh.
It's a mildly interesting effect.
That's weird. Oh well. Daeun is going to go down, and then if he can go down again, like past the place with the broken desk, he's going to go past that.
The room where the broken desk is appears to be the lowest you can go down.
All right, well then he's going to go up past the ceiling and investigate some of the rooms.
All right. So, like the first room that you check appears to be a dining room, and connected to it and the main room is what appears to be a kitchen, which it appears to be staffed by a bunch of foxes.
What?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Are they there right now?
Yeah, it looks like they're preparing food.
Murder spree,
He's
I
gonna
hear.
kind of wave at them, turn around to go, and then he's going to have a hunch, turn back around, and walk to the farthest corner of the kitchen and look on the ground for like a trapdoor.
There this isn't so much of a trapdoor as it appears to be a chute of some kind that allows the fox staff to go from room to room.
I knew it. Maybe there's a murder mystery. He's going to go out and check the next room.
Murder mystery.
I saw the fox vent.
Alright.
If y'all want to join me so I don't have to do this alone.
Starbone's gonna see if he can go up to the second ceiling.
I don't want to check out the dread room, but I mean, I can wait.
Liv will put her fucking broom away because she's currently sliding off of it. Grab onto Sharo before he just falls and splash. Because Shara isn't thinking. Shara is more concerned about figuring out these goddamn chains. And then, like, just continue to think up as if she were on the broom.
Alright, so I got a bunch of people in different places. Gotta
From
figure out
outside.
the visualization of the place in my mind.
We could
Is
roll
there a
initiative.
third floor?
Yeah,
I'll just tag along after Daehoon to make things easier. See what he's seeing.
Sweet.
Liv is gonna go ahead through the into the second floor. Consider asking Daehoon, thinking fuck that, and then ask Gorza if Sturbon went up. And then probably follow up when Gorza confirms.
Sturbon didn't go up. He checked out the second room across
No,
from
I said I was
room.
checking at the third floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the third
Sarabon's going for the third floor.
If there
Then
is one.
There
Liv will
is.
follow up. Yeah,
Alright.
Liv will follow after Sturbon then.
This room is a smaller room that is domed, like maybe 10 feet above you once you completely phase through the floor. And it's intricately designed with a starscape. There are 4 doors in this particular room.
Wonderful.
I have so many questions I could be asking, but I'm not there.
I still can't understand you, Wolfbot.
He's gonna bark up and go up again.
At this point, you actually hit a ceiling.
Alright.
do we hear like a pain yip? He bonks his head.
All right, wait. I have to know. How are you floating? Is it like all 4 paws straight on the ground, or is it like head up a little bit more?
Like he's trying to fly with wings that aren't there. Because he's flown before.
Nice.
He can fly if he wants to. So this just isn't.
So, do you
normal gameplay.
do you actually let out a yip when you run into the ceiling?
Sure.
Once you get yourself situated on the floor, one of the doors will open and you see a humanoid chomper. It's like, oh, it was you guys. I was wondering what all that noise was.
Humanoid chopper. Oh, right.
Oh, huh. It's that time of the month for you, isn't it? Alright, where the fuck is dumbass?
He's in that room. So I think he's high out of his mind right now.
Cool. You stay with the dog. I'm just gonna go get him, as she will float on her imaginary broom, carrying her lion cub into the room that Chomper pointed to.
You're just sitting down in the air.
Legs
awesome.
crossed with the cat, yeah.
Copying all the wuxia movies you've seen. Yeah. Huh? Yes?
I think Wolfbone will try to see if Chopper is actually Chopper, not just an illusion.
Yeah, it is tangible. It's like you can actually like press your nose against her leg, or well, since you're actually considered a large creature, probably more like her face.
So actually, they're not illusion.
Doesn't appear to be so.
Wonderful. All right.
Yeah. Arson is indeed in the room, and it does smell like weed.
Cool. Liv holding her nose, and Shara vaguely coughing up what just a hairball / vomit onto Arson's water arm. Liv is just going to like lower down the chains of heaven like a fishing pole, hook it to the back of his shirt, and pull him up and put him in the bag of holding.
Oddio, mortale.
I'm going arson fishing.
Oh, great. Wonder what we could catch with him.
Actually, yeah, maybe I can get an extension on these chains for once we're back on the boat. Liv will say, floating back into the main corridor, with Arson secured in her bag of holding. Oh yeah. We might have to clean out Arson's water arm, Sturbon.
He whines.
Well, you're most likely to have purified food and drink at. Wait, no, cleric. Chomper. He trusts you.
Yes.
Great. Liv will pull out like by the shoulder, and show the little like the strands of hair and now cat vomit floating throughout the arm. Can you purify his arm for me?
Yeah. That purify his arm and cast lesser restoration on him.
Liv will just slowly move the limp water arm back in. Cool. Hopefully he doesn't wake up in there because there are still 3 skeletons. Okay, well, Starbon, what room do you want to check out next?
How many rooms were on the top floor?
3 remaining.
There were 4. You checked out 2 of them. Well, Chomper came out of one. Arson was in the other. And Myth Olivia, when you were in there, it looked like a guest bedroom.
Yeah, it's effectively just personal quarters.
Then I guess Starbon will walk straight into the 3rd room.
Cool. Liv will follow.
This appears to be the master bedroom.
Liv is going to go loot the fucking dresser.
First things first. Gotcha. That's how Liv thinks.
Hey, look. We might not like her, but she dresses well.
That she does. She has some fine clothes in there.
Great.
Yeah, we're gonna anger you even more. That's wonderful.
Hey, fine clothes. How many sets?
There's a total of 6 in there.
Cool.
And they're all exotic.
She contemplates leaving one not to be a dick, and then realizes, wait, no, she took my garbage son and takes the last set of clothes.
Oh, nice.
And then she'll float back over to Starbot.
Wonderful.
Daehun, so you're checking another room?
Yeah, he'll just run from room to room, opening doors, leaving them open, and then moving on.
Okay. You find what appears to be a study. Most of the books are in languages you don't understand. There are a handful of philosophy books in common.
Oh God.
He will read the titles really quick. And then, I'm not expecting you to come up with any of the titles.
Good.
And is there anything concerning military?
No. Doesn't appear to be that this person really cared about warfare.
Then he will leave all of the books there and move on.
Damn, she doesn't even have the Chinese person obligatory art of war.
I think I've already read that.
She does have some books about magic.
Oh, are they in common?
Well, you wouldn't really know otherwise.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, fine. He'll take those. Next room.
This room is particularly dark. And you get a sense of unease from this room.
Wait. Is it still dark with my goggles on?
It's still dark, but not as dark.
Okay, then.
So you can see it's another circular room, but it appears like there are crystals coming out of the sides of the walls that give off dim light.
Daehun will take off a gauntlet and touch one of the crystals.
Now, it should be pointed out that you feel a sense of unease that gets worse the further in you go.
Oh boy, sounds like somebody found the dread room.
Just to test this out. And if you want me to roll like a wisdom saving throw or something, then please do so. Daehun will try to go as far in as possible.
You start to hear voices. Familiar voices. And once you're in the far side of the room, you recognize the voices. They're not really voices you want to hear.
Well, he's going to turn around and walk right back out. Don't go in there. That's a bad room. He is going to close the door on this one.
He says to Gorzo.
Yes.
And, actually, I'll just put it in, what is it? I'll get to it, but returning to the other group,
Alright, now time to rummage through her dresser and see if she has any fine jewelry.
Yes, good idea.
Not particularly.
Starburn just looks at her askance and goes looking at the fourth room.
It appears to be another guest bedroom.
Alright.
Liv grabs one of the blankets and ties it into a cape-like thing, and just goes like, and walks out and goes, so just another room? Bedroom? Cool.
Wolf nut.
You want to go back downstairs?
He sinks to the floor.
Cool. I really want to check out the dread room. She says, sinking through the floor behind him.
Alright, you find Daehun in front of a closed door with his back to it.
Holy shit, did you find the dread room?
Yes. Don't go in there. Oh, I will say this. I heard voices. They weren't of my demon, oddly enough. But they were not very good voices. So...
Starpun gives you the look that you're crazy.
Dahun's
Now-
gonna
Also
look back.
really well with his wolf.
Now, Liv will pat Dogbon on the head. Go like, now, just because he is doesn't mean you have to call him that. You want to go in the
Keep it
dread
like-
room?
Don't.
Nuts.
Dahun will bar you from entering if possible. He's gonna like grip the door handle. Don't go in there.
Starbine's gonna go underneath the floor, like through the floor, and then go up. Like
Liv is
below,
going to float
Dahun.
over.
if possible.
Yeah, Liv is going to think like side up, like just over Dahun's head and sideways through the wall.
All right, so that's not how this works. That's not how the Force works. You can't just phase through walls.
Damn, it's only the ceiling and floor.
So it works for me. I could just like swim through the floor beneath David.
Yeah, well, I will make opposing strength checks.
Awesome. Works.
Direwolf strength.
Athletics.
Yeah. Liv, are you also trying to barge through?
Can she see like a gap between the top of the door and the doorway?
Golly.
Well,
My rolls in 20 are so trash.
it doesn't really matter because Wolfbun just barges through. Like, he tries to go underneath Dahun's legs, but yeah, he's a dire wolf. He's a big wolf. He kind of just catches.
This kind of just rises up and lifts Dahun up.
Yeah.
Hey, pal, I don't want to ride you. Put me down.
You just drop Dahun. Okay, well if Sturbon's making it easy to get in, then Liv will just get in.
Nope. Where's the exit? Exit?
Yeah.
I was carried
over there.
into the room by Sturbon, so
So I tell you, the rest of you follow.
Yeah, Liv wants to check out the fucking dread room.
Okay, guys, I don't want to be here.
Starbound
So
would
I'm
just
not
shake
gonna
you
be like,
off like he's shaking off rainwater.
I'll be
Then-
like right outside. Okay, I'll be just right here. If you need me, scream. And he'll stand.
Wow.
by
I'm
the
gonna
door.
catch up to everyone after trying to talk to the little fox people and not being successful.
Yeah, they're not very good conversationalists. Although, if you order some food, they will give you some food, like precisely what you ordered.
Liv is like, okay, so looking fours are fine, but the dread room is where he draws the fucking line.
They were. Okay.
The dumbass wanted to fight a black dragon, but the dread room is where he draws the line.
Of all things.
Yeah, that should put it in perspective.
She is saying to Wolfbot, floating next to him.
So now we get to deal with the voices.
Yeah, so Garza, you said you followed everyone in.
Yes.
Something caught in my throat. Dahun, Harmony will stick her head out the door and say, "Yeah, there are more rooms past this. Yeah,
No.
They're not necessarily the dread room. The treasure room is past here."
Wait, really?
Turns red. Treasure.
Treasure?
I guess, but like, I really don't want to go in. Okay, so if you find something, fine. Okay, whatever. All right, fine. I feel it. There's gonna be a monster here, and it's gonna be horrible, and I'm gonna hate every second of this.
All right.
Dread room.
All right.
Dread room.
Now, thank you to the three of you that actually answered my questions this week.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
No thanks to you, Lunar, because you didn't answer them. So I have nothing for you.
Wait. You could just do like this formless fear and then do double the psychic damage to her. Just an option.
So, where your tokens are currently is about where you are.
Okay.
I'm having a very hard.
Also, I just remembered you should have your goggles on.
Yeah.
That's 60 feet, right?
Yep. Awesome. Still horrible.
Yeah, and I will go make sure that it is applied to the other tokens where darkness applies.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Liv worked on the Nine Hells. The only thing she's really scared of are Archdevils and Tiamat.
We don't want that appearing, do we? All right. So, Daehoon's gonna be like hugging the wall over this direction. So, I'm just looking at these patterns on the floor. Is it possible that this is like a never-ending maze? Where like each room has a door at every four corner? Or whatever you want to call that of a circle.
There isn't really a pattern to this.
To the floor? Oh, so the floor pattern is not what I'm seeing currently.
Well, there appears to be no purposeful pattern to anything in here apart from decoration.
Oh, all right.
And like I said earlier, the further into the room, the more the sense of unease you get.
Dread room.
Y'all
It's
are
worth
sick.
noting. It's worth noting that Shara is meowing in unison with her. That Sturbon, and I guess if Chomper's there, probably Chomper too.
Nah, Chomper. Chomper didn't follow you.
Cool. Then Sturbon knows is Shara also chanting Dread Room.
Hey, quick question. Harmony, that was you that just asked me to come in here, right?
Well, I didn't ask you to come in here. You came in here of your own volition once I mentioned treasure room.
But it was you.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that there aren't going to be like creepy copies. We don't need any creepy copies again.
Dread Room.
Yeah, the way I hear it, there are enough of you running around.
Yeah, better Daehoon is doing something else. I don't know.
Probably being a toothpick for better live, let's be real.
All right. Well.
Am I wrong? She can turn into a fucking black dragon.
Oh, shut up. It's probably like a super lord of demons or maybe celestials or something. I don't know.
Anyways, Dread Room. She floats like more or less at shoulder level to Gorza. It like puts her hands on Gorza's shoulders and goes, Dread Room.
Wait, floating is still activated?
No, actually. Like once you pass the threshold, you have gravity, more or less.
Oh, cool. Well, then Liv will pull out the broom and still float. She's just that extra.
This room is giving me really bad vibes. I mean, we've already got Upper and Arson, so they're really worth exploring further at this point.
I mean, there's treasure, and I really need some new armor. Okay, all right. How about this? I am going to run to the other side of this because I want to get this over with. So he's going to sprint.
All right.
Using both his action and his bonus action, if that's how that works.
You get to the other side of the room, no problem. And when you get to the far wall, you put your hand up against it. It goes through.
Hey guys, I can go through the
Nah.
Dread room.
Now, this is universal for all of you. The sense of unease grows the further into the room you get. Even you, Miss Livia, even though you don't really fear anything.
Oh yeah, it's uneasy, but Liv is chanting Dread room, so... Phew.
Yeah. Do you all follow?
Yep.
Yeah, Liv following with, her goddamn 100 feet of movement. Dread room. Dread room.
So, this is what I was talking about. You know the symbols on the floor? We got now we got the 4 pillars. Just saying.
Yeah, so...
Actually, wait.
The crystals are growing too, so...
Liv, can I roll, I guess, religion? Because Liv has spent time on Earth and knows Earth religions.
Yes.
Even if she doesn't know the equivalent in this world they're in. Because I know 4 pillars mean some bullshit in China, but that's investigation. Not religion. That's religion. Either way, thanks to Shara's help, I'm becoming slightly clairvoyant.
These 4 pillars don't appear to have a purpose. Or at least they aren't in reference to anything.
Cool.
Can I try and bite one of the crystals off the walls?
You may indeed. They're pretty stuck in there. Now, let's see, how many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Everyone roll a d6.
Nice.
Wonderful.
5.
2 5s, a 2, and a 3.
Alright.
If only someone had rolled a 4.
What the heck?
Oh, hey, there's a 4.
There's a 4.
Okay.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
perfect.
5.
1,
We
2,
just
3,
need to
4,
get the 6.
2 5s. Yeah. This is perfect. Almost.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 3 5s. We could have gotten the 6.
Start on the 3, Daehoon. 5. Liv. 2. Gorza had a 1. And that's not how Fleur was spelled. And well, actually, why am I rolling that? I just need to take the one number that isn't taken yet, which is 6 for Harmony. All right. So Gorza, you start hearing voices. You start hearing them when you entered the room, and they've only been getting more and more clear the further in you've been getting.
Alright.
Saying, we have no use for you. I don't know why we took you along. Along those lines.
Dread room.
Would you shut
Your
up?
life is meaningless. There's no point to anything.
Oh no. She's gonna get really choked up and just sink to her knees and start crying a little bit.
Demons are really nihilistic.
Miss Livia, you start hearing the voice of Tiamat.
Dread room. Fuck. Luckily, there's only 1 out of 5 voices.
You'll soon be under my domain. And, yeah, since that's really the best I got right now, I guess we're gonna have to move on to whoever's next.
Okay. Can I lift Gorza?
We'll get to you. This is all occurring simultaneously.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is occurring all simultaneously. Cerbon. It's not voices that you hear, but more so the situation changes to that of a cityscape. All you can see is city. Yeah. Almost like Coruscant in Star Wars. In the Star Wars prequels.
Nice.
Of course, the druids will appear in the city planet.
Not a natural thing in sight. And there are buildings which you, the player, would recognize as factories, like coal and oil factories, spewing black smoke into the atmosphere.
Oh god, none of them have Liv's face on them, do they?
Wait.
Nope.
Phew.
I think he just left.
Oh, yep. F in chat.
I suppose. In that case, you would all have noticed that Fleur does get, well, both Fleur and Harmony get more visibly nervous. Harmony even grabbing onto Fleur's arm. You get into this room, like Fleur has a terrified look at, like, falls to the ground and is looking like she's covering herself.
He's back.
Not on roll 20, mind you, but he's back in VC.
I'm sorry.
Did you? What was the last thing you heard?
It was Gorza's deal, and then we switched to
Live. Okay, so
Tiamat talking, and then
So you didn't actually hear Sturbon's. Damn.
Nope.
all right.
No.
So I guess I have to repeat myself.
Sorry,
That's all right. I didn't realize you were gone.
it was weird. Internet failed on one thing, but it didn't fail anywhere else.
Well, he didn't
Wow.
disconnect until like halfway through this thing.
All right. So, for you, it's not voices, but the situation, the landscape, for lack of a better term, changes to that of a cityscape. Think Coruscant from the Star Wars prequels.
I'm a wolf. Does it smell like a cityscape though?
Yes, and yeah, actually, imagine what 1800s Industrial Revolution London would have smelled like.
Oh god,
The river would smell like trash.
the
Everything
pollution that
smells
was
awful.
terrible. And then
Yes.
for a wolf, that'd just be terrible. just
I
Sturman just rose up on his back, shows his belly,
Liv,
just whining,
Liv looks over
mostly
at
from
the
the smell.
Liv looks over at the clearly ill wolf and like nudges out Arson's water arm.
And you would also see what you, the player, would recognize as factories, spewing forth smoke into the atmosphere.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's pretty much just a
If you-
destruction of his smell right now.
Serban, I don't know what's going on for you, but if you need to vomit, please do it into the high Fire Ganassi's arm.
That's
okay, so back to Fleur. When she gets into the middle of this room, she goes like more pale than she already was, and just collapses onto the ground and looks like she's almost trying to cover herself. For Daehoon. The voices become much clearer, and you actually see River now.
Oh, crap.
So, why did you do it, Daehoon? Why did you kill me?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
He's not sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. But yeah, he is actually talking to wherever she is in the room.
Slight whimpering from Durban going nuts.
None of you can see or experience what the other people are seeing or
I'm
experiencing.
sure Isaac able to hear him.
Yeah, I'm sure we can hear Daehoon screaming. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I agree with the wolf. He's not sorry.
So we were going to have a good life together.
Dear.
Daehoon's gonna like collapse to one knee and just sort of stare at the floor, I guess.
You also hear Fleur's voice. You're not going to do that to me, are you?
All right, that he's gonna look at Fleur and be like.
So you look in the direction that the voice came, and it looks like Fleur. It's like, you're not going to do that to me, are you? And she almost looks like she's backing away from you. Like, I thought we were friends.
I'm not. I promise I'm not going to do that. Okay. Wait. What?
He's lying.
He's a little confused as he hasn't actually told her about that. But whatever. He's just gonna like slowly try to walk towards both of them in turn and see what happens.
Now, there's another thing that you experience.
Oh no.
You see, when you look out of the corner of your eye, and you're almost, well, if it weren't for the fact of the Hanafuda, you had been forced to look in that direction. But you see out of the peripheral of your eye, like to your left, Chomper, like walking determinedly at you, and you're not sure if it's you or the demon inside you that is just terrified of her.
Yeah.
Okay. Daehoon is going to draw his sword at this point and just sort of swing at everybody. Like the group in general. He's not going to go for the Phantom, River, or Fleur. Like he's going to try to protect them from Chomper, I guess.
It doesn't
Everybody
look.
stay back. This is not going to... I can't. Not again. Okay. No.
So, Harmony, she also collapses on the ground. So, yeah. Harmony also collapses to the ground, and I suppose the only one that is actually paying attention to anything beyond themselves is Miss Livia. She's got her, she's on the ground, curled into a ball, covering her ears.
Cool.
Now, I want everyone to roll wisdom saves.
Oh, wisdom saves just a sec.
Wonderful.
Understandable.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to do that. I can just click on the token. And...
All right, whoever this is, that's Harmony, right?
Yeah, the one closest to you is Harmony.
Okay, she gets what is it? +7 on her save.
Oh wow.
My God. Right, you have auras up, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold up just a second.
Road high to
Oh wow, that's pretty
begin
high.
with. Yeah.
Add 7 to that. All right.
Wow, unsurprising. The fucking druid rolled well on a wisdom save. Who
For
would have
once.
guessed? Oh, right, you haven't actually been rolling well on wisdom despite
And Dehun, did you roll yet?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna have to roll a d20 manually. I'm not sure why my character sheet isn't updated.
It's not updated.
Yeah, like in the thing, like
Hmm.
on D&D Beyond, I'm level 8 and I have +7 to the wisdom.
Hmm.
But on here, it's just +3.
That you'd have to. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that.
Got it.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, 24.
All right. Starabon, you're the first to come out of your stupor. Like, you're the first
Oh,
one
sorry, did you
to
say it's normal again?
conquer your fear, more or less. It's almost like, wait a minute, none of this is real. I just have to ignore it. And
Sure, but the smell will still haunt me. 'Cause, I mean, just imagine, like, a terrible stink per se, and then multiply that by however strong a dire wolf's.
I see. Take the
Smell.
worst
It's
possible
gotta be
thing you can
terrible for
think of and
anything,
multiply it by cancer.
True.
Yes.
The worst part about all of this for Starbuck isn't even like his worst fears being manifest before his eyes. It's that goddamn smell. That actually sounds about Starbuck.
So, Wolfbon, you now see that Miss Olivia is just standing there, awestruck, I guess.
Fine.
And Daehoon is swinging at nothing.
So was this in response to me like attacking a crystal, or just it just
No,
occurred?
it just occurred.
All right. Then I'll go and bite a crystal. Then see if that.
Roll to attack.
Sure thing.
Yummy crystal.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we both had to tell Daehoon
I
not
mean, I'm
to
just
lick
trying
the
to break
floor,
off part of it.
and you immediately put something in your mouth. What a fucking idiot.
2d6 plus 3. Oof.
Wait. Oh, that
Yeah, I
was.
don't exactly have hands. I would do this with my hand and break stuff off, but I've got a direwolf's mouth.
Yeah. So yeah, you can break off a piece of crystal.
All right.
Oh yeah, sure, I get it. It's just funny. In context of us telling Daehoon not to lick the floor.
So, Daehoon, in addition to you being a paladin and having an aura, it almost seems like being demonically possessed actually helped you in this situation. And distracting you from the illusion of River and Fleur and concentrating on the terrifying form of Chomper. And when the sword goes through her, you realize, wait, I have no reason to be scared of Chomper.
I mean, it's Chomper. Chomper's nice.
Chomper's nice, and she hasn't done anything malicious to you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think she's even heard a fly yet.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Beyond trying to defend Fleur from Liv's sister.
I don't know. Has Liv beamed a fly with Chomper one of those few times she's yeeted the poor girl?
All right, wait. So do the phantoms fade?
Yes. The phantoms fade. You blink really hard, or close your eyes, shut them really hard, and then open them. The visions are gone. The voices are gone. The sense of unease is still overbearingly present, but the visions and the voices are gone.
Suck it, room, and he's gonna kick the floor.
Starbound's
Please
just
tell
gonna
me he
look at
stubbed
him
her-
weirdly.
Please tell me he stubs his toe on the floor.
Okay.
What? Do you kick the pillar right here?
Yeah. Not hard, but
A victorious kick.
yes, victorious kick.
Okay, you don't stub your toe.
Yay.
I'm just saying it would be funny if you
Alright.
were like celebrating and then just stub your toe.
All right. So what he's gonna do is just sort of move to this area right here.
Alright. So you move over there, and as you're moving past Harmony, you hear voices. These are different voices from the ones that you were hearing. These actually, what you actually hear is she contributes nothing but a name. She can't do anything without Mommy there to help her.
Oof. All right, wait.
Are you going to cry because Mommy can't save you? And you hear another voice. Like, two voices are distinct here. The first one, which I'm going to read out, you're not sure, but you're pretty sure it's one of the members of the Order of the Swan. And it's, you're never going to live up to what we achieved.
Nice.
The last one, you're not sure if it's either Fleur or Liv. Which says, why did we decide to raise such a clingy child?
Cool.
Ouchie.
Yeah, and you're close enough that you can hear Harmony whimpering.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do anything.
You are.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, he didn't want to use water. No, he's not going to do that. Just sort of like, I don't know, grab her by the shoulders, stand her up on her feet.
Harmony?
Yep.
Alright, now with you standing right there, you can hear the voices of Tiamat.
Oh gosh.
Fortunately, you're not also hearing Asmodeus.
Actually, you hear everything that Liv's hearing. Like, with regard to the voices.
Oh god,
Pretty
so
much
he does
just
also
every
hear
single
Asmodeus.
powerful being going, we're gonna kill you.
So he does actually hear all of the main lords of the Nine Hells also yelling at her for leaving Fierna. Cool.
Also, leaving a ton of paperwork behind that you're definitely going to be forced to work on once you're back in the Nine Hells.
That's less important, though.
Somehow, actually, what you get is the scariest thing to live out of all of that.
We're going to put you in the paperwork room. You're going to do nothing but paperwork for the rest of eternity.
Yikes, that's existential. Okay.
Alright,
Just
so
don't die. That's the objective.
So yeah,
Tally.
you reach down and to grab Harmony. She recoils from you. Still curled up into a ball, but just in a you know, in a situation when you're surrounded by bullies, and you just like curl up into a ball and just cover yourself to make sure you don't get hit in the vital organs. Maybe not from personal experience, but definitely from like TV shows or something like that.
Yeah. All right, I can work with that.
Almost curled up like that.
Starbound's just gonna walk over to her with his crystal.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh wait, I just realized.
Wagstail tries to act like dog the size of horse. Yeah. Size the dog the size of a small horse.
Look, I'm pretty sure the crystals are what's causing this. Maybe don't do that.
Oh no, I forgot. She's fantasy Greek.
He'll just head to Liv then and nudge her.
Liv also, like, aside from the existential horror of the Nine Hells, absolutely fucking fears Dread Persephone. Like everyone else in her home country. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt.
My goodness, I'm looking towards Harmony, but I'm hearing like the most powerful voices behind me, and he's just thinking, I have like personal problems. She's dealing with gods and goddesses. Yikes.
So I was like, on the one hand, you could see what you can do with Harmony. On the other hand, you could deal with the voices from Mythlivia.
I really don't want to, though. I want her to suffer. Fine, okay, I'm a paladin. He's gonna turn around, slap her in the face.
Alright, Liv, that breaks you out of your stupor.
Ah, fuck.
Did it work? Did it work?
Yeah, you no longer hear the voices.
No, he's like asking that to her and poking her in the face.
It should be worth noting, as you keep poking her, the lion cub jumps up and scratches you in the face in retaliation. And then jumps back down and goes back to doing that cat thing of like when their owner is sad or hurt and trying to make sure that they're okay. As Liv is petting Shara, like very like, don't worry, sweetheart, it's okay, it's okay.
Hey, I think your daughter is dying over here.
Yeah, let me make
You
sure
deal with
need to
that.
go
I'll help with this lady.
You go help our newest employee. I'm gonna go deal with Harmony.
Alright.
Okay.
Liv, you also hear the voices that Dahun heard earlier.
Oh, wonderful. Would she actually be able to tell if the one that Dahun couldn't tell between Flora Liv, seeing as one of the options is herself?
No, it's vaguely both.
Oh, cool.
It's vague enough to. It's distinctive enough to be either one of you two, but vague enough that you can't tell.
Cool. Liv is going to, because it was probably more traumatizing for the poor lion cub having to hear Tiamat in his ears thanks to Liv than it was for Liv herself, as she's like slightly still chanting Dread Room to herself. Enjoy, because she actually really kind of likes this. Shara is going to jump down to Harmony and like kindly lick at the top of her forehead, like right between the eyes, and like nudge up against her, making sure that she's okay.
Yeah, so she opens her eyes and brings Shara in for like the you're here to comfort me embrace.
Shara will like get closer and then like sort of nudge Harmony's face using like the top of his head and one of his paws, over to Wolfbon, proudly presenting the crystal. Tail wagging.
Alright.
See, it's just a fucking illusion. Calm down, as Liv will hop off of the broom and comfort Fleur.
Okay. So, Daehun, you hear the yells of you're worthless, you're pointless things that are being barraged towards Gorza.
Garza. And he's gonna get like right in her face, like slam his forehead against hers. Garza.
Most Daehun way possible.
Hey, you listening?
Jeez.
Oh my.
Is she there?
Am I able to hear this?
Yeah.
Hey. You actually have worth to me. And that's saying something. I'm just saying, I am Daehun's Stormbender, and I think you are pretty cool. That hardly happens to anyone.
Wow.
Or
Is
just
it?
kinda like,
Hold on.
just gonna
Continue.
snap out of it. Look Daehun right in the eyes, grab his shoulder. It's just like, Daehun, what is the meaning of life?
Honestly, it kind of depends on what god you serve. If you don't serve one, you don't have a purpose. And he's just gonna turn around and walk away.
Okay, so may I point out that Daehun's little impromptu speech there was kind of inspiring?
Liv looks up at
Inspiring, and then he does the most
Trump.
uninspiring possible for an atheist.
Liv looks up from Okay, yeah, you're right. Life has no. Yeah, okay, sure, you're right. Life has no intrinsic meaning, but you don't gotta tell her that.
Honestly,
Yeah, damn,
right?
that's enough to send me back into my spiral.
Gosh, okay, he's gonna tackle her if it does that.
Alright.
No. It's okay. I'll just sigh disappointingly because I don't have a religion.
Alright.
Liv flips around on the broom as they. Wait here, sweetheart. Okay, Corza, here. I can't believe we're having a fucking philosophy parley in the fucking dread room. Which, still embraced by Harmony. You hear like her meows of dread room from Shara. Okay, yeah, sure. Life has no intrinsic meaning of its own, and if you die without a god claiming your soul, you go to the fucking soul wall and rot for eternity.
Thanks. Really helpful. When I was just told over and over that I have no meaning.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'll get you the paraphernalia for fucking Anna.
Don't do that. She's a creepy lion person. He's gonna put his helmet on before any lion can scratch his face.
The lion's currently being held a bit too tightly to scratch your face. Liv shakes her. No, she's not. But, okay, look. Point being, God decide if you really want to have meaning in this world, give it your own. Don't be beholden to what other people tell you to do.
That is trash advice.
People might say that you have no meaning, but does that really matter?
Yes.
The fact that we are all doomed to die, the fact that we're all mortals, makes our life all that more special.
But death doesn't have to be the end unless you don't have a religion.
Okay, sure. Look, gods and goddesses are great. Don't get me wrong. I am not just saying that because I'm pretty sure that Lady Anana wiretapped my Book of Shadows, and if I say otherwise, I get like lightning bolting from the heavens, shocking me. But you don't necessarily need a god to give yourself meaning. You can do that by yourself. Live for yourself and fuck anyone who tells you.
Become your own god. Become a god.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I like this. All right, this is great advice. Follow what she says. Become a goddess.
Okay,
Literally.
I mean that is an option. I'm not saying become a goddess. I'm just saying live for yourself.
I mean, then you will define other people's purposes, and you will know exactly what you're doing. Isn't that
I
cool? Eh?
wait. You know what? Hold up. She will call Lady Andana really quickly.
All right, fine. We're talking to the goddess. I'm out.
Well,
Me.
okay. Look, I'm just saying the goddess tends to be the best source of information on this shit.
All right, we should probably move on though.
Yeah. Liv, what were you doing with Fleur?
Stroking her hair, like trying to bring her over, like holding her in an embrace.
So when you approach Fleur, you hear laughter, and it's creepy laughter. The closer you get to,
Okay, I have to ask, creepy in like the normal sense of creepy, or creepy in the cosmic sense of creepy? Because Liv has been near the soul pit in the Nine Hells.
normal creepy,
Okay, so she will
not existential creepy.
wonderful.
As you get closer to Fleur, you see ghostly shapes around her, and they look goblinoid, specifically hobgoblin.
Ooh.
Oh, fun. Liv sighs and thinks for a moment. Look, here. She sees if the call actually goes through her, if she's not getting magic 5G on her Book of Shadows. And the dread.
No, oddly enough, you haven't had Divine Soul Service.
Damn, this is weird. I'm kind of surprised. Liv will put it away and be like, look, Gorza, just here. She will pull out a philosophy book. The name you can't recognize because it's written in English, but like she's translated it to common by hand and hands it to you. It's effectively one of Camus' takes on absurdism and existentialism before turning back to Fleur and looking at the shadows and being like, well, okay, so there's two options here. And I'm not going to go with the fucking Daehoon option, is what I'm hearing.
Kick her in the shins.
No, shut the fuck up. No. On the other hand, she is a half elf, and that could prove to be an issue. Fucking hells. She will pull Fleur in for a kiss and charge it with that.
Charm person, jeez.
Well, hold on, I have to. God, she's not expecting this. She's also in a not comfortable position right now. Doesn't fully realize you're there.
And Daehoon is helping with this, just trying to help out.
Wow, she didn't even need the save.
Ooh.
But
Yes.
the kiss does seem to bring her out of the fearful stupor.
She does also know that Liv just tried to charm her.
You know you didn't need to do that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but she's
was
horny.
offering. Well, actually, no. This is more so like Alufine bullshit.
He's gonna poke her literal horns.
Oh, well, okay, yes, I'm quite literally horny, but it is mostly because my mom is a goddamn succubus that I have to do it this way.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Look, either way, Fleur, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if the kiss alone was going to work, and Daehoon's alternative was to kick you in the stomach.
Shins.
Okay, point stands. He was going to kick you with a metal boot. Now, you hear, like, kind of slightly distressed squeak meow, which Wolfbon would come to understand as, God, please help me! She's squeaking! Now, your daughter might currently be having a mental breakdown, and while the cat is doing everything in his best interest to, like, help her out, he's now suffocating. So, we should probably go deal with her.
Yeah, Fleur will go over to Harmony. They'll have a little private talk. Like, any one of you that try to approach Fleur will shoo you away.
Aw. Alright, wait, Gorza.
Did Harmony let go of Shara?
Yes.
Cool. Well, if Shara's still over there, Liv is, like, high-key eavesdropping through her familiar.
Why don't we hear this conversation first while I try to think of what's going on between these two?
Gorza. Okay, look, I'm going to give you a crash course of how me and my god work currently. First off, he is from another dimension brought here because of her, and he's going to point over to Fleur. Maybe. I don't know. The dimensional rift is a little weird. The point is this.
Okay.
He understands that my goals currently are the ones that I told you about earlier. He knows that I am just using him, in a sense. Kind of like what she's doing, pointing at, the warlock. But, like, it's more up front, if you will. I also don't have to jump through hoops for it, which is very nice. Here's the thing. If you do, just really quick, just take this holy symbol, say, all right, I'll sign over my soul to this guy for a little while, and he'll be completely fine if you walk away eventually. Just for now, a little bit of security, and you can get through the rest of this day. How about that?
That's not how selling over your soul works.
I don't understand gods very much.
Yeah, no, I think, do you have a soul?
I have a soul? Wait, are you asking if she has a soul? Is this because she's...
No, I'm asking you if you have a
absolute
soul because
racist.
you're a demon.
I'm not a demon. There's a demon possessing me, sort of.
Okay, did the demon, like, fucking roar your soul? Demons are known to do that.
I don't know. I've been summoned into weird vision dreams where it's just me without my demon.
Okay, well, then you might actually have a soul. Okay, so
Exactly.
then, Huitzilopochtli probably just owns your fucking soul now.
Okay, but the point is this: you get to become a hummingbird after you die, and it, like I said, it's a temporary fix. It's like
No, Gorza, don't do
horse
that.
paste. It's like horse paste putting together a book. You actually
Look.
need to use string, but you use horse paste just instead.
Oh no, okay, Gorza, here, sweetheart. I'm just going to like show you on some stuff that I know because I personally have traded in souls before. Don't listen to him. You are going to lose your soul very quickly. I know I'm trying to proselytize to
He's
you.
fine. It's a blood god. It's just normal.
Oh yeah, blood god. That totally is reassuring. Gorza, here, look, just joining a god is a very big decision to make.
Not
Fortunately
really.
for you, it won't make you end up with you getting stabbed by an archdevil. So, pros, cons. You gotta think very carefully about this because some gods are a lot more petty than others. Please make an informed decision, and don't rush into something so rashly like Deju did.
The guy said that he knew what I was up to and didn't care about it. He's just there so I have magical powers.
You had magical powers to begin with. You're a paladin.
But they weren't doing very well, and now they're rainbow colored.
Okay,
You get rainbow colored blood god. I mean, what is there that you could not want?
You do see the fact that mine are also rainbow colored, yeah?
Yeah, but yours is a goddess of lions and war, and it's just not as cool.
Well, no, lions are one of her symbols. She's a goddess of war and civilization.
War and civilization? Hermione's
Yeah.
fighting the moon and the stars.
Yeah, Nana is the Queen
That's
of
so
Heaven.
cool. The Queen of... Okay, actually, you know what? If she's the Queen of Heaven, that's pretty bad. They have really
No.
high standards being, godly authority. You know what? Honestly, I think we should let her make the decision. So I'm gonna walk to the other side of the room.
I'm just
Goodbye.
That's entirely okay. As she turns over to Sturbot, who I'm presuming is still presenting the crystal very proudly. She
Yes.
would lean over, but I like to imagine she's actually like standing on her tippy toes, like petting his cheeks, like, "What do you got there, boy? What do you got there? Let me see it." Drop.
Just drop it then.
She'll grab the crystal.
It does appear to have something to do with the fear effects that you've all experienced, though it is very, very weak. Right.
Okay, what?
Is it bad that I want to eat the forbidden pop rock?
Yes.
Liv is slowly moving it away from her mouth. Okay, I won't just eat the forbidden pop rock off the bat.
Can we destroy
I'm sure
it?
I could take it and just shift back to normal if he starts murdering me.
True. Do you want to eat the forbidden pop rock, Wolfbot?
Sure. We'll see what happens.
What the heck?
Liv will hand the forbidden pop rock over to him like a bone.
I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, Servon.
Let's eat the fear crystal. Let's see what happens. Oh, fear. Wonderful. What do you know?
You eat the crystal and not just the memories, but also the visions and the smell, especially the smell, just come back to you.
This time, he'll just decide to just not breathe and just book it. Just run. It doesn't matter where he
Liv writing down in the notes.
He's just running.
Interesting, Gorza. The forbidden pop rock, it causes fear.
Wait, these things cause fear?
Yeah.
Yo. Daehoon's gonna go break off a chunk and then just put it in his pack for later.
Yeah. You currently see like Starabon running circles in the room. Almost at right angles until he runs into a wall. They abruptly changes the direction, keeps running, runs into another wall because this is an illusion to Starabon. All he sees are city streets.
Oh God.
He's just gonna run then.
He's eventually gonna take enough bludgeoning damage and suffocation that he's gonna shift back.
Alright, Daehoon's gonna try to run alongside him.
Oh,
in a straight line.
You're just going to look over at Gorza. Hey, do you want to break off more of the forbidden pop rocks?
These shit seem like they could come in handy.
Yeah, they seem kind of funny. Not gonna lie. She says, here's the dog yip in pain again.
Oh, dear.
Oh, we were in here for treasure, right?
Well, we're getting treasures now. She says, Eldritch blasting some of the forbidden pop rocks and picking up the shards.
Alright, don't breathe the dust. Hey, Fleur, is everything alright?
Yes. Speaking of which, the conversation goes along the lines of, if our deeds were truly that extraordinary, then of course you wouldn't ever live up to them. But you'll have your own.
If our deeds were truly extraordinary, well, one of our coworkers runs into the wall.
It may not look like it, considering Liv, you let the dog eat something he shouldn't have.
true whatever the fuck Flur's saying. I think the most comforting bit about not living up to the orders of Swan's deeds is the dire wolf running around
It's just a bunch of encouraging things like I don't care that you're that you think you're clingy. Well, you're not even really my daughter yet, but I love you all the same.
Yep.
Parenting 101.
Whimper. Claw hitting tile.
Oh, in all honesty, this is pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, no, it's really nice what Flur's doing for Harmony. It's just undercut by the comedy going on.
So, oof.
But I really need to see if I can get someone to animate this, because it would just be hilarious.
With Vingorza collecting more of the shards of crystals.
So am I just slamming into
Until someone stops you, yeah.
was that they feel
Well,
solid to me?
All right.
Ever so quick.
Dehun has time. He's gonna try to tackle Sturban.
Good luck.
Tackle the horse dog.
What do you need me to roll?
That would be a grapple.
Yeah.
What does that take?
Well, you roll athletics, and Storbond rolls, I believe, acrobatics.
Or athletics, whichever is higher.
Yeah. In contesting to that.
I'm guessing that's just a strength
Uh,
deal. Oof.
Well, athletics is strength, acrobatics is dex.
yeah. So when you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach. Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check.
Yeah, that is, wow. Dehun barely manages to, rodeo this dire wolf.
In a
God.
panic state, no less. Jeez.
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna do what Sturban did earlier to him and just sort of slide under Sturban where he's going, and then do a push-up.
It's like the frickin' streets coming alive for him.
Yeah.
This isn't natural, Sturban. Even normal streets don't do this.
You can float on your ass. By the street.
I'm gonna go over to Sturban and just give him some head pats and whisper gently, "It's okay, boy. You'll be out of the city soon enough."
You don't even know it's a city.
Yes, yeah. Basically, what happens in this room is once you've conquered your fear, you can go to someone else and see what they see, to a lesser degree, and hear what they hear to a lesser degree.
So just Dehun tackling me, he gets assaulted by this horrible stench in just a city.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Gosh.
Liv is still harvesting the crystal shards. About how much does she get in this time of dog running about and comforting motherly speech?
Let's say about 10 pounds worth of crystal.
Wonderful. God, God, I hope they don't. Oh God. Oh God, arson's high. Oh, well, that sounds like a future us problem.
I wonder what Arson is seeing.
Yeah, arson's going to have a fucking fever dream.
Who knows? Maybe he's not affected because he's too high to notice anything.
Just a regular day for him.
I think if anything, it would make it worse. You know, like pot paranoia.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, so... Yeah. So, Fleur will stand Fland Harmony up. Harmony looks like she's done a little bit of crying. Fleur, if we should get moving on, this horrible feeling is still very much present here.
Yup, I'm just trying to ignore it. It's not working. It is not working.
Yeah, especially since that you had to tackle Sturban, you got assaulted by the smell as well.
I'm not gonna lie. Whatever the fuck was going on with poor Direwolf kind of undercuts the whole fear aesthetic of the Dread Room.
Alright, I guess just bring along a dire wolf. Yep, that'll take care of it.
Alright.
Yeah, emotional support Direwolf. You want to run
Now,
to this wall and see if you
Now I will say there is another quote unquote room to this. But since we already took care of the fear aspect, I guess I can just allow you to see what it looks like.
Oh dear.
Oh,
we just
boy.
walk into this, Sturva just shifts back into his normal self, and then do Allosauruses not smell?
If anything, I'd have just as good a smell.
Yeah, they're also predators.
So would a hawk have smell then?
Probably not as good as a human's.
Turn into a snake.
Yeah. So hawks do smell, but they don't smell nearly as much.
Snakes smell with their tongues. That would be even worse. They have really good senses.
Yeah, snakes actually have like a shockingly good sense of smell.
It's like the entire way they find stuff.
But hawks and most birds of prey don't have to worry about that.
Too much.
Like they smell well enough, but it's more like a human sense of smell than it would be a dire wolf's.
No matter what, I'll still have smell. Right. That's wonderful.
So, do you take the time to stop in this room? I will say that the feeling of dread in this room is very strong. Probably because of all the crystals.
You want to get more forbidden pop rocks, or do you want to keep moving?
Keep moving.
Get the fuck out of here. Look at this place.
Wait, you use curse words?
That's annoying.
I'm really upset.
Also,
I don't like this place.
To be fair, I probably did swear in her presence.
How dare you?
Look,
I really like that word. Never heard it before, but it has a punch to it.
You've never heard the word "fuck" before.
Listen.
Do we need to have the birds and the bees talk with Gorza? Because that'll be unfortunate.
No.
Actually, that's a good question, Gorza. Do you know where babies come from?
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, Dehu, do you need to know where babies come from?
I don't want to know.
Right.
Dehun, do you not know where babies? Dehun, my goddess is literally a fertility goddess. I'm pretty sure I can set up a birds and the bees talk if I ask her nicely enough.
I don't want to hear anything from your goddess of heaven.
She could probably make it all animated and stuff too.
That's even. What is animated?
Actually, if anything, I think a fertility goddess probably is the best person to give the birds and the bees talk to.
I don't want that to be in your book, so we're good.
Alright.
I like to imagine that Liv did actually talk Inanna into giving Harmony the birds and the giving Harmony the talk, so it's like actually like Vietnam flashbacks for Harmony while this conversation is going on.
Did I forget to put walls over that? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter now.
Aren't there rules? Nope.
Yeah, so you that's back in the dread room, Daehoon.
Sorry.
Dread room, dread room.
The
Right here.
yeah, so actually Harmony should probably be a bit closer to Fleur because emotional support. But this room.
See.
Did I forget to give you vision?
I have like
Right.
torches and that's it. Or the windows, it looks like.
Oh.
Hold on, giving you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, that's better.
So in this room, it kind of looks like an attic. So there are a couple windows. There are 2 windows on either side, and 2 on the opposite wall. It's too bright to look out, though.
Holy shit, she has a sex addict.
Yo.
That's the first thing.
Um,
Wait, never mind.
Actually, this room is rather blank. There are 2 stories. You can see the steps here.
I mean, it's missing a
Daehoon is gonna think really.
few tools, but it'd be the perfect place to get some answers.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Honestly, this is like the perfect sex room. She can just magic up some equipment.
Yeah, Daehoon's gonna think really hard about a massive sword.
None comes to you. Also, did you happen to go up the stairs right here?
I did.
All right. So
Stairs.
yeah. So you get to you're walking up the stairs, or right before you get onto the stairs. If you hear a click.
Guys, I hear the click.
Joy.
So it is the sex addict.
So it's either what she's thinking or bye bye, Daehoon. It was nice knowing you.
Wrong one. Alright, Daehoon isn't moving. He's got like 1 foot in the air. Guys, could you maybe help out?
Oh no, I get
I'll
it.
be there for your funeral.
Oh,
Alright.
wait,
Yeah,
no.
Are
She snapped her fingers
are you like looking for traps?
Yes.
You have stepped on a pressure plate.
She flips around and looks over at Starman. Wait, no. This is height. I don't know why I can't ping. Hold up.
Alright. Okay. Nobody's helping me.
So the stairs do lead up, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So like the area with the windows are actually higher. Cool.
Yes.
Holy shit, no, Starman, it's a sex arena. This is where ranked competitive sex happens.
Alright.
Why is that
I'm gonna
always
jump off of the pressure plate.
no?
All right. So you hop off the pressure plate. There's a second click. Nothing happens for a second. And then you hear buzzing.
Everybody put some cloth over your mouths. And he's gonna do that and put his goggles on extra tight.
Yep.
And
Sex.
and out from the windows, large bug-like creatures, sparkling with electricity, come through the windows.
Oh, fun. That's what we needed.
Oh, neat.
I
Not
can't
only is
hit
it-
these.
Not only is it ranked competitive sex, we have an audience too.
And I think we'll call it there for this week. As next week, I will ask everyone to roll initiative.